I admire people who do those 30-day camera challenges. I kind of suck at doing 30-day challenges. I get excited about starting one and then I kind of falter maybe around 10 days or so. Let's see how long I keep this one going for. It's nice to have the day start by having sunlight coming in through the window. I've had breakfast and had some hot water, so my voice is a little more warmed up now. One of my goals for today is to grab some screen captures for my February vlog. The topic for my February vlog is how I write music. And I want to include some screen captures of some of the software that I use. I've been hearing about a social media network called Mastodon, and I'm curious about it. So maybe I'll look into that. I'll see how the day goes today. Maybe I'll look into that today. It's Valentine's Day, and I got myself a large pizza. Ground beef, fresh mushrooms, green olives, Asiago cheese. I usually get feta cheese. Today I thought I'd try it a little bit different. One of the things I wanted to get done today was capture some screenshots for my next vlog episode, and mission accomplished. Got some shots out of MuseScore and brought them into my editing project. I like this painting. It's hanging on the wall above the fireplace. I like the vivid colors, the blue, the green, the white, and the scene. It looks like a scene that I just step into. You find a trail there amongst the trees, go for a little hike, or put a canoe in and just go gently paddle down that stream. Yesterday started with sunshine coming in through the big window. Today, we've got snow. It's a completely different day out there today. It doesn't look much like that painting over the fireplace, does it? Second day of pizza. Looks a bit smaller today. Gonna have to get some groceries. Gonna have to clear off yesterday's snowfall from the car. Third day of pizza. It just keeps getting smaller and smaller. Got a new washing machine installed this week, running the first load. Mission accomplished. I'm teaching myself Morse code. I've set up a bunch of flashcards in an app called LogSec. I know that dash is M, like in Michael. Dash is W, whiskey. Today's cards are pretty easy ones. I'm going to have to add some new cards to the deck. We're past the middle of the month now, and I'm getting antsy to make progress on my monthly vlog. Today I'm going to work on a split screen section. With split screen, sometimes you got to be careful because the seams can be visible. In this case, I think I did a pretty good job at hiding the seam, except there's a natural fold in the curtain that if you look at it, you would think that's the seam, but it actually isn't. I recently watched a video on YouTube by Nicole van der Hoven on the topic of learning in public. And one of the items she covered is the idea of keeping a public repository, a Today I Learned file. Well, today I learned about using folder actions in macOS I created a folder action in my downloads folder so that whenever I have a PDF file that gets put into my downloads folder, I have a folder action that automatically moves it into a separate file. I'm experimenting and learning how to use folder actions to automate so that I can keep my downloads file clear and not be collecting piles and piles of files. I think I'm dealing with cabin fever. Apart from the occasional grocery run, I don't recall when I last left the house. When I lived in St. Catharines, I occasionally would get in a mode like that. I would just give myself a break and head down to the ruins of the DQ house down near the Bruce Trail, or drive over to Queenston Heights Park and hang around there for a bit. Or sometimes I'd even just to get out of the house, drive down Niagara Parkway and drive past the Niagara Falls. Yeah. This is the wedge. Well, what's left of it, which is nothing because it has been knocked down to make way for a condo. I once wrote a song called Friday Nights at the Wedge, and it was inspired after spending a night, it was a Friday night, at a pub called The Wedge. I needed to get out of the house. Getting in a little stair climb sure did some good work to lift the spirit. I needed that. Today's Morse code flashcards, ... That's easy. ... Wait a second, I know this. ... India, I, ... M, Michael. Yeah. Put a song to it, you put them together, you get ... MI. Mission Impossible. Next card, ... and ... ... is Alpha A and ... is November N. Day 10. I've made it to the double digits. I saw a post from one of my Facebook friends today. This is what it said. You might be old if score 1 point for everything you have done on this list. Well, I have been young long enough that I have done all but 4 items on this list. I'm working on some composites for my February vlog. Once I've got that done and nailed down, then I think that all I'll have left to do is the audio mastering. I had a medical appointment today in Etobicoke, and since I was out, decided to do a little walk nearby. I think this is Etobicoke Creek. Nice to get out of the house every now and then. Looking upstream, there's a section that's actually frozen over. Couldn't get close enough to get a good shot of it, so I'm shooting it from a little bit further downstream. maybe after I master Morse code, I'll take on learning Braille. Couldn't imagine managing this kind of terrain 2-3 years ago. I'll be trying to bring my walker out here. That would not have worked. It's nice to have gotten back some of that mobility that I missed. I'm going to want to go do another Toronto urban hike again pretty soon. Putting the explorer back into creative, playful explorer. It's day 13, and maybe I should do the triskaidekaphobic thing and use the elevator protocol and call it day 14. But nah, not going to do that. I spent most of the day putting the finishing touches on my February vlog, and it's almost done. I think I might be publishing it tomorrow. For a month that is known for its bitter cold and long dark days, this February has been actually pretty mild with an uncharacteristic amount of sunshine. And if this mild weather keeps up, I think that I'll be starting to do some hiking sooner than later this year. I have a medical follow-up in Mississauga this morning, and, well, since I'm in a neighborhood, I'm making it my mission to go and get some chicken chow mein at Noodle Walk after my appointment. In all the years I've been coming here, this place has not changed a single bit. The interior decor is exactly as I remember it the whole time that I have been coming here. Some might say that that's a bad thing, but I don't know. Given all the changes that the world has been through and that I've been through, I think it's kind of nice to have a place in this corner of the world where things are exactly how they've always been. Now there's an interesting work of architecture. I got 3 of these, 2 to eat this week and 1 to freeze for later. I've never frozen one of these before. I don't know how well it freezes, so this is an experiment. But if it works, then next time I'll get 4, 2 to eat right away and 2 to freeze. I'll probably be eating this for the next 4 days. The other day I was talking about how we had all this sunshine and mild weather. May have spoken a bit prematurely. I went out to do an errand this afternoon and got caught in a rainstorm. It was fabulous. Thunder off in the distance, booming like a big, awesome subwoofer. And you just like smell the smells of nature coming out of the ground, the sound of the rain coming down. I don't know how well the camera is picking this up. And I could just like smell the scent of the earth coming out. Yeah, it's awesome. Oh, I hear the rain picking up again. It was supposed to stop, according to the forecast, it was supposed to stop around the time I left to do my afternoon errand. And, nope, it picked up again. I got a good rainfall, some good thunder, a little bit of lightning too. How many times in the last week have I said, I am close to finishing my February vlog and I'm going to be uploading it today? Well, today is February 28th. I am saying it again. I am finishing my vlog tonight and I am uploading it. I'm saying it again, and this time I mean it. Episode 2 of my 2024 vlog is now uploaded, published on YouTube, and shared on Facebook, where I got my first like. Over the last couple of weeks, a big chunk of my cognitive energy went into finishing that video. So now that it's done and out of the way, And before I tackle episode 3, what's next? I didn't make a resolution this year. Instead, I chose a theme for the year. And my theme for 2024 is letting go and moving on. And as part of letting go, I've been doing some decluttering, and I came across an old Toastmasters Competent Leadership Handbook. I don't even remember some of these projects that I did, but it's interesting reading some of these evaluations. Am I going to climb the CN Tower again? That is the question. I don't feel a strong motivation to climb it a third time. I've done it twice, been there, done that, got the 2 t-shirts. So I don't have a strong motivation to climb the CN Tower. However, my friend Andrea called and asked if I would be her stair climbing buddy. And now that I no longer have the structure of being in a physiotherapy program, it's on me to come up with the discipline to do my own exercise. So I'm here to do a workout today on the stairs. Where is here? You might be wondering. Well, where I'm doing my climb today is at the Dick Watts staircase. Did a warm-up lap already. Let me get to it, get to work. I could do an entire vlog episode just about doing a stair climb at the Dick Watts staircase. 12 laps. I did it. It's day 20 of my 30-day camera challenge. And you know what else is today? It's my second liverversary. Yep, 2 years since I had a successful liver transplant. Want to hear a funny story? Leading up to the surgery, I had a lot of conversations with doctors and stuff. They explained the process to me. And one detail that really stood out for me in the days leading up to the surgery was that if they found anything that was off, they could cancel the surgery right up to the day of. They could get me right up on the table. And if they find something that's off, that they would cancel the transplant. So I remember the morning of, I was taken out of the room, the hospital room, where I had stayed overnight for a couple of nights prior to the transplant. I was wheeled down to a waiting area just outside the operating room. And I waited there for quite a while thinking, well, they gonna do this or not today? And finally they took me in, they got me on the operating table, explained the process and a bunch of stuff. And they gave me the anesthetic and stuff. And the next thing I know, I'm being wheeled into a room that looked a lot like the room that I was taken out of in the morning before they took me down for surgery. And I had no sense of passage of time and I think I made a comment, something like, "Oh, I guess they canceled the surgery, right?" And the lady there said, like, "Oh no, everything went well." And I said, "Really? What time is it?" And she told me the time. I just quickly did the math and I was like, holy shit, it was 10 hours later. But yeah, that was my first waking thought when I came out of that surgery. My first waking thought was like, oh, I guess they must have canceled the surgery and didn't go through with it. Okay, that's it. Happy second liverversary. I created a Patreon account a couple of years ago. I never really got around to setting it up. There's a list of things that I need to do to get it set up. Add a profile photo. Describe your page. Let people know who you are and what you'll be using Patreon for. Gotta think about what I want to write here. I did another stair climbing workout today on the Dick Watts staircase. Did 15 laps today. It's the end of the day now and I am pretty tired. I don't think I'm going to do anything productive today. I'm mostly resting and recovering after yesterday's stair climbing workout. I think twice a week a workout is enough for me. I had enough recovery time yesterday that I had a much more productive day today and got some errands and some things done. I had made an agreement to do another stair climb tomorrow, and I just don't think that's realistic. I think that if I was just going through the cycle of workout, recover, workout, recover, and if that's all that I was dealing with, then sure, physically, I'm feeling much more ready to do another stair climbing workout tomorrow. But that's not the only thing I'm dealing with. I want to have some time in between to go workout, recover, do stuff, get stuff done, workout, recover. So yeah, I'm definitely finding my limits here. Two workouts, start climbing workouts a week is definitely enough for me. I push myself pretty hard when I do those workouts, and but definitely got to keep them down to two. Today was mostly a decompression day, not particularly vlog worthy. Did a couple of errands, gathered some information slips so that I can prepare my tax return. Yay! This is a cross-stitch pattern that my mom made. It's an embroidery of a Ukrainian poet named Taras Shevchenko. He was a writer, a poet, and a master of words. And you know who else I think of who was a poet, a writer, and a master of words is Neil Peart. I think it'd be pretty cool to make like a cross-stitch pattern of a headshot of Neil Peart juxtapositioned against this embroidery of Taras Shevchenko. Might be an interesting side project. My theme for the year is letting go and moving forward. And in the spirit of that theme, I've been doing some decluttering of my physical space. But decluttering can also be applied to digital space. So today I focused on clearing up some email. I found out that I had over 8,000 emails in a folder called Important, and they date back as far as 2010, 14 years. Now, 8,000 important messages, that's a lot. And when everything is important, nothing is important. So basically, I moved them all out of the important folder. Well, not all of them. I still have about 800 left to go. I moved a whole bunch of them out of the important folder and into the archive folder. And when I'm done, I'm going to delete the important folder. And before I create a new important folder, I think I got to give some thought to what are my actual rules? What rules do I want to set for myself to consider an email as important? I had a filling put in today and my mouth is frozen. I'm recording this to see if I'm talking funny. Reminds me of an episode of The West Wing when CJ had a root canal and she walks in saying, "I had a root canal." And Josh keeps bugging her like, "What? What did you say? I didn't understand you. I had a root canal." Anyways, I did not have a root canal. I did have a filling put in. I was supposed to eat for 2 hours till the Novocaine wears off. I was lying on the dental chair, reclined position. The dentist gave me the Novocaine and just kind of had me lie there for a bit, for a few minutes to let it settle in. They had the soft music playing in the background, some classical piano music, and a couple of dental assistants on the side just watching over me to make sure I wasn't having an adverse reaction. They're both wearing their black scrubs. And I said, "This feels like a funeral and I'm the body." They're both dressed in black watching over me with this piano music playing in the background. I've done my third Dick Watts stair climbing workout today, third one of the season, and did 15 laps today and shot lots of photos and videos, well, mostly videos for my next vlog. I'm finally getting my 2-year liverwurstery celebration meal. This liver and onions that I received from Heart to Homes. I wonder if this is what it smelled like in the operating room when I had my transplant. Got my new glasses today. Well, this is it. I made it through the 30-day challenge. Did I say that I suck at doing these at the beginning of this challenge? Well, I actually had fun with it. The traditional, the typical 30-day challenges, the type that where I got the inspiration to do this, have a slightly different format. The idea of them is to make a video every day and upload it every day, post it, social media, YouTube, wherever. And that's the part where I decided to go off on my own tangent. I didn't want to be uploading these every day. I just kept recording them on a single timeline. And now I'm going to go back and rewatch the whole thing from the beginning. And then I'm going to come back and record some final thoughts. And that will be the closure of this project.